Welcome. Today we're going to look at a fairly new feature of Expeditions called Tour Creator. Unlike Expeditions, Tour Creator is not available as an app yet, but rather a website. We're going to open up Google Chrome and we are going to go to vr.google.com/Tour Creator. Once we're here, we're going to click on the purple Get Started bar. If this is your first time using Tour Creator, you're going to have to sign in with your WCPS or personal Google account. On your home page, you're going to see your drafts and published tours that have been saved. But for the purposes of this video, we're going to start a new tour today. We can start using a template, or we can start from scratch. And for the purpose of this video, we're going to start from scratch so that we can see all of the features. We're going to click on New Tour, and here we're going to have to select our cover photo. We're going to select the outline of a ram. Next, we have to title our tour, and we're going to title this Ruth Ann Monroe Primary School. And we're going to add a short description. Finally, we select the category that we'd like to use. Now for this one, we are going to do places and scenes, but I'm going to scroll past it just a little bit so that you can see all of the categories that are available. Finally, we're going to click Create. So now we're going to come down on the left hand side here, and we're going to click Add a Scene. Now using Google Maps, we're going to locate the place that we would like to view. And here we see it right on the map. And to get to the street view, we're going to click and drag our little guy right here and drop him right onto Yale Drive. Once here, you can see we're starting out looking at Eastern Elementary, so we need to click and hold and turn the camera all the way around so that we can get a good view of Ruth Ann Monroe Primary School. And once we have it where we'd like it, we click Add Scene. And this becomes the first scene of our tour. We're going to come over to the right hand side and we're going to replace Untitled Scene with the title of the building that we're looking at. Here we already have the address. We can add a short description. And lastly, we're going to add a point of interest to this scene. And here you see the eye that shows up. We're going to drag it right to where we'd like it to be. And for this one, we're just simply going to title the point of interest as the main entrance. We're going to come down here and we're going to add an image overlay. This is kind of like a view that'll get us closer to what we want to show. So we're going to select an image. We're going to select the main entrance of the school, open it, and add it. And now we can click and move this picture to how we'd like it to be. The blue squares around show that we can make it bigger or smaller depending on what we need for this specific tour. Now that we have that added, we're going to add another scene to our tour. So we're going to come down here, we're going to click on Add Scene. Now once you add a scene, you're going to have to repeat some of the steps that you did to create your initial scene. So we already have our address typed in. But we know that that's Eastern's address, so we're going to change so that we get a better look the first time we open up the overlay. I'm going to click and hold so that we can spin our camera around. And for this scene, we're going to focus a little bit more on the media center, so we want to slide down a little bit on the road. Now we're going to add the scene. Now we can title this Media Center. And we're going to add our point of interest again. We're going to place our eye right over the area that we need it to be. We're going to add our image again. We're going to finally add the overlay, slide it over just a little bit. Add a short description about our media center. And the wonderful thing about Tour Creator is that we can even add site narration. If we click on this, if you've already created an MP3 file about what you have typed, you can actually select it and attach it right to the scene itself so that it can be read to the person viewing this tour. So when you've added all of your scenes and all your points of interest, the last step is to just click the Publish button, and then it's available to use and view. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and I hope it's given you some ideas on how to create an engaging tour for your students.